Greetings, and once again, welcome back to the insanity. In our last episode, we didn't really fix that much. In other ways, we broke things, but we got started on Nexelit and Niobium city block. But as it turns out, we made a huge mistake when we fixed the Steam problem. Because as it turns out, our iron plate production is basically pretty much non-existent. And I wonder why that is. That is because this little fuel belt is broken. Which means that everything over here that needs fuel, like for example, the iron plate production is completely broken. So that's great. Now we should have fixed that. And then speaking of iron plate production, I've been thinking about something because we have a lot of extra. Damn it, I mixed my exit. We have a lot of extra iron oxide lying around in our wood area production. And what should we do with that? Do I have an advanced foundry? I do. Thank you very much. Well, I have an idea that we can just use this. I'm gonna need some more belts, pipes. We can use this iron oxide and just conditionally. Boy, is there any? Okay, how about here? Yes, please put it here. And let's fix these again. Good. So all the extra iron oxide that we're getting, we can just move that back and forth between here and convert the extra into iron. Because, I mean, we're missing iron plates, so why the heck not? So we have 12,000 iron plates here, iron oxide. And if we just say that, yeah, let's insert that as long as it's more than 3,000, maybe. Then all that will become iron plates. Which seems pretty useful to me. So this should definitely help our iron processing. So now this station will also be providing a bit of iron. Because why not? And the good part is that I need to change absolutely nothing about this station in order for it to request iron. I do, however, want to change this request threshold to 500. Or actually, let's just even make it 1,000. That way this station will be less trafficked, but the trains will have room for more, essentially. So this should hopefully fix quite a bit of our iron issues. Where's my train? There it is. Then we also have a bit of another issue with the tin. But have no fears, I have a plan for how to resolve this. Just need a good parking space. Not super eager about parking here, but sure. So I'm looking for some iron. And I found some iron. Thank you. Because what I need is another screener, but I'm missing engine units. Okay. So let's go get some engine units. Because tin ore, well, it looks like tin ore is the thing that we're missing the most for our base simple circuit boards, which are mainly used at the mall in this at this point. Also a bit for science, but I think the science production is sort of okay. Engine units. Engine units. Engine units. Here we go. Thank you, engine units. Thank you so kindly. Screener, right. And now I also need a good parking spot. I didn't want to stop in the middle of this rails over here because, well, it's quite heavily trafficked every now and then, so I didn't want to cause a train block thing. Although I do realize that I should have parked over here at this train station over to the left. But oh well. Maybe actually I want... Okay, I do have 2 screeners now. Good. So as you can see here, tin ore is definitely not a problem. Doing something with that tin ore is the problem. And that's why we are here. To fix that issue. In order to fully fix that issue, we need a couple of more fast inserters, because these inserters are pretty damn slow. There we go. This should definitely help us quite a bit. Now this one might be getting a bit slow, which honestly it is. But then yeah, this one is also actually a bit slow. Do I have another one? Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Oh, and you need to be a faster inserter, please. Actually, you can also be a faster inserter. Here you go. Thank you very much. And please set a recipe. I'm thinking and hoping that this should help a bit. Now it seems like we need another yaw crusher here as well. There's always something you are missing, and it's not that often iron. At least not in this mod pack. Unless you make a big, huge fuel mistake and don't provide your machines with fuel, then you're gonna have a bit of an iron problem, as we have noticed. That's quite the mistake, honestly. I'm ashamed. Now, there we go. I think this should help us quite a bit with making some more tin. And speaking of which, there is also tin processing, which we definitely want to research. I'm not sure when we will have time to do that huge manufacturing, so I'm just putting it quite far in the future for now. And then we noticed that this one can't really keep up, so we just need some more tin ore. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, sure. How about we do something like this then? Please increase the outputting of this aluminum ore a bit, because you are damn slow. There we go. Now it should be emptying it. Although we do have a bit much tailings, it looks like. Oh. Well, I'm bloody stupid, as always. I think I need to remake this a bit. There's that, and there's that. Now you should be emptying. Perfect, good, excellent. Seems like we are a bit low on tar though, but that's... I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Great, now let's go to the nearest train station and ask our dearly beloved train to pick us up. Thank you, dearly beloved train. Now we can add a bit of tags here while we wait for our train to appear. Is it here already? There it is, yes. Thank you, train. Please be so kind and take me over here, maybe? Yes, perfect. Why is this? Okay, thank you. And please wait for a bit more seconds. Good. So here we have drilling fluid and some tar, coal gas and stuff. So I'm actually going to use 2 tags here. Tar, coal gas and syngas is produced here. And please use the coal gas icon for this. And then here we have drilling for ores. So how about we put an iron ore mark here? Or maybe actually a drill. No, it's called a ground borer. There we go. And then we have copper and iron processing here, although we only have copper processing at the moment. And for this I would like to use the molten copper symbol. But our plan is to also add iron processing there. And then we have a big huge mess, and then we have the mall. And then we have a depot. Great. Please switch to manual mode. So, now it's time, I believe, to start putting down some things here. Casting units. And I kinda expect that I will need to go fetch a couple of stuff. Apparently quite a lot of stuff. Washer, that's at least something I have. Screener, can I make another one? Of course not. Should have thought about this before we ended up here. Evaporator. Oh, I do have an evaporator. Cool. Didn't expect that. So, isn't this the tailings things? Yes, exactly. That's nice, because then we can actually get this part started. Although I do want to reserve a bit more space for this. So I'm actually going to be moving these a bit. And oh boy, I need some more pipes. And surprisingly, and actually I don't really feel like handcrafting them at this point. So we're going to go for a ride. Like we always do. And now it's a lot easier to see here, get an overview about what we have where thanks to these tags. I'm breaking because I know I have my pipes here somewhere. Getting a train to break is not that easy. Especially not in real life, but also not in Factorio. Look at this. Finally we have some stuff here. So it's currently being loaded with iron plates, and I would like some simple circuit boards, please. And we don't have radar coverage over here. So how about making us an electrolyzer? We need a bit of stone for that. I think we have some stone over here. Don't we even actually have a chest? We do. Isn't that amazing? We came prepared, or we did prepare for a situation like this. Awesome. It's not every day that happens. And some lead, tin, why not? Storing up some more rubber, some steel plates. And that reminds me, I do need to make myself a couple of radars. Copper is usually quite often a problem. Oh look, we have 3 casting units. Cool. I think / hope that's all we need for the moment, although we should possibly open up this again. So electrolyzer chemical plant. because thanks to Helmod, we can prepare for all the things we need to make. Okay, evaporator. And another chemical plant. Another 2 chemical plants, actually. Another 3 chemical plants. Sure thing. A classifier. Ball mill, yaw crusher. Classifier. Ball mill. More iron. It was a bad idea to start moving already. More iron. Stop, please. Thank you very much. Look at that, suddenly we have iron. Amazing how that can happen. How much the lack of fluid can sabotage things. High pressure furnace, mixer. Did I place a mixer already, maybe? Probably not, because I don't have any titanium. I still don't have enough titanium. I just need 2 more titanium plates, please. Just give me 2 titanium plates. Thank you very much. And this is a bit interesting. Okay, this is set to check for lead plates, but there's also titanium on the plate. Sure thing, it's not like we have enough titanium anyway, so that's not a problem. So mixer. Did I create a mixer? No, I did not. That's exactly what I was wanting to do now. Thank you, mixer. Do I have a high pressure furnace? I do. Okay. Then looking at... Okay, which one was this? This was for niobium plates. Then looking at the Nexelit tile production. That requires high pressure furnace, casting units, which I think we have actually. So a high pressure furnace. Do we need more high pressure furnaces? Nope. Casting unit, advanced foundry. And scrubber. That's something I haven't seen before. But at least we can make one. There's also a wet scrubber apparently. Washer, do we still have more washers? Feels like we had a number of them before, but they are all gone. So please give us some more circuit boards. Washer. And a screener, secondary crusher. Actually, we need another washer. Screener, secondary crusher. And then 2 yaw crushers and an evaporator. More circuit boards and more circuit boards. Evaporator. Okay, then we just need to make 2 yaw crushers. 1 yaw crusher. And we just need 6 more Just 6 more circuits. It's sad how that's a big problem, but it is a big problem for us. Thank you very much. So another yaw crusher. Thank you. And I could actually restock on belts a bit because I'm probably going to need it. Where's my belts? There they are. Thank you. And I'm just going to assume that we need a couple of underground belts as well. And inserters, bloody inserters. Damn. That's gonna be a problem. So I'll go get some duralumin. And then I might need some more circuit boards. And iron. Always iron. So this is kind of why we would like to have robots to provide us with things. Wouldn't that be nice? And my inventory is pretty full here actually. So I guess that means that we should go and put stuff out to make some more room in our inventory. Room. Now I'm hoping that these small requesting things will fix themselves. Seems like they are mostly waiting for simple circuit boards. Or rather, that's all they are waiting for, I believe. Great, we have arrived. So let's put out some crushers and some things and some more machines and some other things and some all kinds of stuff. And some I don't even know what these machines are called. And some stuff and some things and then some stuff. And then I think we have to import a couple of more things over here. Sadly. Like for example, we need a little bit of iron plates and then we need some sulfur. So let's put up a train station over here. Thank you so kindly. Setting up some signals. And logistic train stop, of course. We're probably gonna need a few of them sooner or later. So, niobium and Nexelit. And this might as well be an item requester. Thank you. Then we're gonna need a couple of constant combinators and we're going to need a warehouse, which we already have. Thank you. Didn't I never picked up the aluminum, did I? I'm guessing I didn't. Great. Perfect. Sure. Why would we remember things? Remembering things is stupid. Steel plates. Oops, okay, already exists, sure. Duralumin, thank you. I'm guessing that we are missing simple circuit boards. And we don't have any simple circuit boards here. Because all of them are at the moment going to the other production. The production of green science, which we are missing a bit. And this still has to go a long way around stuff because we haven't finished building this intersection. And now that while I remember it, we should remember to put down a radar in this area. Like here. Cool. Now how about we make some stuff? If possible. So this requires tailings. That should be easy. Because we do have that over here. Oops. That's the wrong item, obviously. There we go. And we need to fix the corner of it. Thank you. This should let us start producing raw Nexelit in this area, which should go into this machine. And then I also need some water, which should be possible to get using a little pump jack. Because, of course, I have been covering up all the water in this area. But thankfully you can just use a pump jack and get water straight from the ground, like this. So, and then we of course need to separate the raw Nexelit from the other thing, whatever it is. Tailings dust, I think. And let's just use an ordinary iron chest. Thank you so kindly. So this will be producing tailings. That's interesting. Because we can probably use that to our little advantage by using an underflow valve here, so then we will be able to reuse the tailings to get us even more Nexelit. Great, and then let's see. This clean Nexelit should of course be taken out of the machine and going into this one. which will produce some stone as a side product, naturally. Because why wouldn't you have some side products? And I just realized that I probably want to... Or no, actually I don't want to. I want to go this way. Because I was thinking that maybe I would scale up, but no, it's probably better to scale downwards. So that's some Nexelit grade 1 and some stone. And here we want to use a splitter for stone. So let's get rid of the stone and let's keep the other thing. And meanwhile, while we are thinking about a better way to do, or thinking about what to do with it, please be so kind and put it into a chest. I'm pretty sure we will find some use for it later, actually. Like, for example, here. Seems like we have already prepared for this. So we should be making some gravel out of it. There we go. And this gravel will be used later on in the process. So please move this over here, sort of. And move this one over here, maybe. And then we still have 5 steps left. God damn it. It's a lot of steps in this mod pack, in case you haven't noticed. Which honestly you should have noticed a long while ago, and something is not right here. Because here we have Nexelit grade 1 and this is Nexelit grade 2, so is it this one first maybe? Yes it is, okay. So let's switch the order of these, not a problem. Thank you. So this is grade 2 in that case, which we should have maybe over here. And I'm drastically running out of fast inserters, which I kinda knew would happen. So this is fun, because here we need grade 2, grade 3 and grade some rejects thingy. But actually we might be able to fix that somehow by using the input over here and output over here. I wonder if that's a good idea. I'm sure we will figure it out. What? Borax? I don't need borax. Sand and Nexelit grade 3. And fine Nexelit powder. Okay, that's why I had the borax in the recipes. But we can just import the borax from LTN. Which honestly is a lot easier than making it locally. So Nexelit grade 3 and Nexelit grade 2. That means that we should just be able to get rid of the Nexelit rejects. And then I'm running low on inserters, as I already knew. Okay. So both of these are making Nexelit grade 3, and oh, this requires sand. And that's not something I was prepared for. But sure, why not? Of course you require sand, why wouldn't you? Or something like that. Actually, let's be a bit more conservative with space here. Getting a bit worried that maybe I built it too close to the train station. And you also need some water, apparently. Let's fix that. What? Oh, come on. Oh, please. Thank you. Great. Now I think oops. Hello, fluid wagon. I guess that's a sign that we should move. And go get some more inserters, primarily. Possibly some more belts as well. 87 of them, thank you very much. We might be needing a couple of more splitters. Those splitters are expensive, so we shouldn't really be making more than necessary. And right, belts. We should really start making use of the better belt recipe in the mall, but I just haven't gotten around to that yet. And this time, instead of taking the long route around here, please be so kind and help me just finish this intersection, if you will. So we need to use train rail track switching here. And then over here. And then we just follow along this rail track switch. Thank you. And I'm promising that I will move out of the way this time so that trains may pass. Thanks. Okay, where were we at? Nexelit grade 3 and Nexelit grade 2. Grade 2 and grade 3s on sand. Of course, of course, of course. So how about you can switch here maybe, and please filter out the sand to the right, and then just put the grade 3 things back in. And these rejects we will find out something to do with. I'm sure. And then we have some fine Nexelit powder. And that's the only thing this machine's outputs. Wow, isn't that incredible? And that inserter needs to go that way. And then we need to get some sand over here. And then we're gonna definitely need some more sand over here, which we will figure out eventually. And then let's see, what do we have left? 3 steps left. Okay, sure. We're getting closer. Then we need to import some hot air as well and some tar. Oh boy. Well, at least this part of the process seems to be fairly quickly. It's the setting up, the like going around getting ingredients and all that. That seems to be the part that is taking up so much time. And why haven't you done anything yet? Because you are missing sand. Okay, sure. Let's deal with that problem first, actually, because it's so much more helpful to see that everything works correctly. So I'm just going to make a bit of sand over here using this good old process. Well, it's not really good actually, but we are very aware of how this process works, which is why I'm using it. And this should be one step to the left. Then we can actually target the tailings pipe here more efficiently. And then we actually need to put the underflow valve over here. Just so that we don't fill up all the space. There we go. Electricity, please. Thank you very much. Inserters, please. 4 long-handed inserters. Great, looks good. And then please output some sand to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. And how these belts works is that it will start by getting the sand from the right, so we should not have to worry about any overflow issues or anything like that. Now what the heck should we do with these Nexelit rejects? Please tell me. It seems like I might have missed a step. Nexelit rejects, please. What is the usage of these? I need an impact crusher. Luckily I can make an impact crusher. And the impact crusher then produces Nexelit grade 1, which should then go back into this thing. So we'll just set it up something like this. Where is the impact crusher? There you are. Sure, you might as well just be going all the way over here. Nexelit. Thank you. Get some electricity, please. Get some more electricity, please. And start doing your job. And then we will put that on the side which is closer to the machine, which makes it automatically prioritize that over anything else. Good, now that part is also set up and working. That's one less side product to deal with. Okay, borax and fine Nexelit powder to create molten Nexelit. And then we need the sand casting and hot air. And then we need tar. Okay, and here is where we need the gravel, which we are producing over here. And honestly, I'm not super sure if this is enough gravel, but I'm hoping it will work out. Either it will be too little or it will be too much. Okay, so borax fine Nexelit powder. So then let's have the borax coming from the top here. Output that way, please. Electricity, please. Then we're waiting for the borax, or rather we haven't fixed the borax yet. And then we need the sand casting. And I would like to move this machine just a few steps. Thank you. Then we can use something like this maybe. Or actually even like this. So let's set up a train station to request some hot air. Because that is apparently useful. Oh. Sure, Nexelit, Niobium plumes, Nexelit, hot air requester. What? Copy, paste, thank you. And this is tailings requester. Tailings requester, hot air requester. Okay, let's set up some actual requesting then. And let's also check this. Yeah, exactly. 40k. That's a bit much actually. Let's just request 25,000. Oh wow. We seem to be using a fair amount of tailings here actually. Do I have a pump? I do. Do I have electricity? Now I do. Do I have wires? I do. And this should be handling a maximum train length of 2. And you should be requesting hot air. You should be requesting 25,000 hot air because that's half of the tank, which should be good. Great. Now, let's see. Am I missing hot air? I should not be missing hot air. Okay, so hot air goes into this one. Let's set up some item requesting. Sand casting and borax. Please handle a maximum train length of 2. And please request like 1200 sandcasting. And please request 1500 borax. Oops, that's a lot of borax. Not gonna need that much. Thank you. And please start requesting. And please feel free to have some electricity, because I've heard that usually helps in order to unload a train. And then please give me 2 filter inserters. Of course. Maybe I should start walking around with some seaweed again to actually allow me to handcraft some simple circuit boards, because I do need a fair share amount of them. And let's see. Great. Excellent. We have some stuff here. Now I should be able to make some filter inserters, and while I'm here I might as well pick up some more transport belts. Thank you. Now let's go back. It's a lot of steps, but we're almost done with the Nexelit. We still haven't really started that much on the niobium though, which is a problem. And thank you for taking a much closer path now than what we did previously. Oh look, we got some hot air. And according to this train station, a delivery should be on its way of the other things. So, borax and sandcasting. You're on your way with sandcasting. Excellent. Thank you very much. And this should preferably go into this machine. So okay, let's see how we can do that. How about we take this long route? It's not optimal, but it will work. Basically like the rest of our factory. Thank you. How much problems will these tailings dust be? I honestly don't know. Hopefully not too much of a problem. Okay, so this means that we should be getting some sandcasting over here, which we should then filter out the borax over here. Borax on the right hand side, please. And then it's just sandcasting left, and sandcasting goes into this one. So let's take it from here then, I guess. Gonna need a couple of long-handed inserters for this. Like that, thank you. And great, then we should... okay, we have the molten Nexelit. Then we just need to fix the hot air, which we have over here. And we seem to need it over here somewhere. Perfect. So then we're just waiting for the borax, then we should be getting Nexelit tiles, and then we need some tar, of course. And here I would actually like to have a shed to store these things in, because I'm gonna need a number of them, because they are just so bloody awesome. So Nexelit tiles, plates actually. Please go onto this. And please join your forces with the gravel, I guess. And please have this gravel. And then we need to set up some tar. Okay. And actually I'm going to want another shed here just to store some Nexelit tiles, plates, things. Thank you. And then I would like to have a little wire here that says that if you have Nexelit plates more than 200, then you may proceed with this belt. Okay, tar. That's a thing. For the tar, I'm going to want to have another train station to request that. Can I paste? Oh, I could. Cool. Tar requester. It's very easy to request multiple fluids in the same station, but it's very easy to request multiple items in the same station, but requesting multiple fluids, that just doesn't quite work. So please be so kind and make me a maximum train length of 2 and request for tar about like 25,000. Sadly, we don't have that much tar in the rail network right now, because one place where we are producing it is not actually exporting it, namely the drilling area. So that's something to fix at some point. But this should be, if everything works correctly, this should be producing some niobium plates, Nexelit plates, sorry. which should be later on giving us Nexelit tiles, which are just amazing to work on. Let's put these tiles in there while we have them. So now we are producing Nexelit plates over here. And comparing this to our old area, yeah, it's significant improvement, I believe. So we can start deconstructing some things here. I think barely even remember why I had this production, but I'm sure I needed the Nexelit plates at some point in time. But now at this point in time, I don't really need the Nexelit plates. I still kind of want them because of the Nexelit tiles, but we don't need to have anything over here essentially. So please just deconstruct that, dear robots. Good. So, in the next episode, I guess we will have to deal with this mess. That is niobium plates, finally. Or actually, we can just start by preparing a bit for it by requesting iron and sulfur over here. Iron plates minus 1500 and sulfur minus 1200. And then we can actually even provide the sulfur, which we haven't done yet. And that will be the last thing we do in this episode, I think, sort of. Probably. Most likely, because we're already at 1 hour, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Beep. You have played for 1 hour, 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Beep. Was a slightly long delay between the beep there, but... So, Sulfur, how are you doing? And while we are here, I'm also a bit curious. Okay, of course we still have a crazy amount of benzene. Sure. Because why wouldn't we? Southwest sulfur provider. And then we can use this handy little multi-request thing. Just in case we would want to request something more here as well, then we will be able to. Assuming we have the power poles for it. This should help us get sulfur into the logistic train network. Excellent. And we don't actually want any limit or anything on this belt because Sulfur is at this point in time more or less a side product. Or well, actually, just to be safe and not just go completely crazy, let's say that while sulfur is less than 5,000, because I realized that it might be better to have a check on both of the things instead of not having any checks at all. Okay. Do I need to prepare anything for the next session? I could just go to my parking. No, actually, let's not. Let's just go to the niobium plate area and then end this episode here. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you are looking forward to the big and medium electric power poles that we will be making with the niobium, and some sand crushing machines as well. Let me know if you're looking forward to see us running around on the Nexelit plates, tiles, like this. Imagine us running around like this everywhere on all the map, all the time. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so thanks for watching and see you next time.